What's going on, buddy boyos? We are live. Welcome to Wednesday Night WINsel. In this stream, we kick back, relax, listen to some fucking synthwave, and just chill, my dudes. We are live and alive on another random Wednesday night WINsel. We live and alive, bro. What's up? We got nobody in the chat once again. It is 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. There's nobody in the chat. What the hell? You guys have lives? What the fuck, dude? You guys have actual lives? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, here we go. Give me one sec. Let me adjust the volume on this. Music's a bit loud for me, honestly. VVS Void, goddamn, Wednesday already. VVS Void, do you have a Discord? Because like you never once posted in the Discord, but you seem like a pretty cool guy. But I'd love to see your takes in Discord, man, because we got some good shit going on in there, man. We got some good shit going on in there, man. We got good shit going on in Discord, dude. Discord is like has been it's a treasure trove of the insanity of our current age. Like you can just see it all in one location. And you might be saying, well, you're getting a skewed perspective, but like, I don't know, man. Like, look how crazy the fucking year. I'm not saying I'm the only one that said this. Oh, you calling it right? You called it. No, I didn't call it. I'm saying, but I did mention like 2024, just for it being an election year, is going to be a crazy fucking year. It's gonna be a crazy year, and it ended up being it's still a crazy year, man. Like these protests are not going to stop. They're not going to stop through the summer. I don't think they are. I think they're only gonna get worse. So yeah, but you got the protests, the earthquakes, the fucking all the crazy shit going on. It's happening, dude. It's crazy, dude. Hey, Mystery, have you ever thought about picking up coding or just learning it for fun? Not really. Speaking of coding, I have the data for people who go into STEM. It might not mean all STEM jobs, but my god, dude, this data is not good, dude. It's not bueno. This data is not bueno. This is what I mean. Coding is always, and you can always use it, but I haven't decided to pick it up at all. Truth be told, I have no real desire to pick it up, but even though I probably should, it's a good skill to have either way. But the ooh, excuse me, my god, choking on fucking water or tea. Let me go to Discord real quick. It's in Discord. Someone posted it there, so did I. But where's Discord at? Discord. Stonks and Econ. This chart here is like fucking brutal, man. Fucking brutal ass chart from Indeed. Who would know this stuff? Why the fuck is it taking so long for this thing to load? What the fuck? How is this possible? Okay, this is weird. That is a weird. Okay, there we go. Load. Thank God. I'm like, what the fuck? For stream, this is a damning. This is a sad dude. Truth be told, I kind of. I'm not saying I feel bad for having all the. I remember back a few years ago, which maybe the advice was good at the time, but dang, had I known that like the industry was going to go this way, I would have never. I don't know. Truth be told, is there really any job worth going into that's going to pay you well enough to fucking live a good life? Probably not. For being honest here, but this is just like here's the chart from Indeed. Software development. Look at the year-over-year change in U.S. job postings index as of November 3rd, 2023. Oh my god! Look at software development, a 51% change. Dang, bro. Information design and documentation, 44.3. Mathematics, 40%. HR, 35%. At least the HR roasties are getting blown the fuck out. Media and communications, thank God. These guys they get blown the fuck out too, 35. IT operations and help desk, 33%. Banking and finance, 30. This is kind of my industry. I can't tell if it means accounting as well, but it does say banking and finance. So finance sometimes includes accounting, sometimes it doesn't. If by finance they mean like investment bankers, maybe there, but I don't know. marketing 32%, industrial engineering 30%, scientific research and development 30%. So yeah, these are, this is pretty, but dang, the biggest change has been software development, dude. That is crazy. That is wild, man. That's a big drop. So, whew, it's a big drop. What else do you say here? You played any good games recently? Good day today. I had a pretty decent day today too. I'll tell you guys some stories from today that happened. One from the gym. It's been pretty good. I don't know. The fucking gym was yeah. I have a story to tell. Maybe I'm delusional. Maybe it's because I haven't I don't know, haven't actually talked to a woman and other than my fucking mom in months. But I'll tell you a story. But happened at the gym. But yeah. No, I really only play Halo, online multiplayer, and that's about it. I don't play a lot of video games anymore, truth be told. I don't see a desire to do so. I kind of got back into anime because, I figure I'm working out so much anyway, I might as well watch a few episodes of a few shows. So, truth be told, I'm kind of excited for My Hero Academia to start back up again. So I'm kind of been I think I caught back up on that show, so I'm watching that, and then but yeah, I haven't really been doing much when it comes to actually watching or playing any games or watching any content per se. But didn't post. I was hella busy with classes. Oh, that's cool, man. This is what it is. What's up, Finley? How you doing, buddy? In fact, I made a burner account for that Discord and lost the fucking account due to some dumb shit I was doing with it. But I'll probably come into Discord eventually. Yeah, the Discord's really good. It's a really good Discord. Give me 1 sec. I gotta send a message to somebody. Give me 1 sec. And I'm back. Okay. Yeah, cool. Let's see. We're not even halfway through the year, and a lot of shit has happened already. Yeah. It's been pretty wild year, honestly, dude. Hell, I was so close to making an economic black belt video. I had the AI voiceover and everything. I even almost cloned VVS voice, but I half the script done. But I don't know. I have a lot of school. Working Proles Inc. Oi, folks, up, dude. I want to see that vid lol. Brutal. Feel I needed this. What's up, man? Laugh my ass off. Same here. Just playing Halo Infinite multiplayer. Go back to Halo Master Chief Collection multiplayer sometimes. Truth be told, Halo has some of the funnest. It's really fun. The multiplayer is really fun. It's easy to drop in and drop out, so there's not a huge time commitment thing to it, right? And yeah, it's just fun. I just really enjoy playing the game, and there's not a lot I have to do, so I just hop in, play the game, and hop out. I might play 2 or 3 games, hop out, do something on a YouTube or a Discord or some shit for a few hours, and then hop on a YouTube again. So it's yeah, I mean, or hop on the game again. So it's kind of whatever. A Game Pass is kind of nice because Game Pass is nice because it lets me play a few games that I wouldn't play otherwise. So I think I downloaded Tales of Arise. It's a pretty fun game. It's a pretty standard anime a waifu game, right? Where you have the the anime protagonist with the hot chick next to him, right? So it's pretty fun. But yeah. What's up, Mark? How you doing, dude? Jay posted some pretty good stuff in Discord as well. But let's see. So yeah, here's the here's a picture of the first soldiers who are going to fight in the next Zog War. The next Zog War is going to be here. Here's the first soldier going to the front lines. Here he comes. This is so fucking sad, dude. Could you imagine this dude out there on the battlefield be like, "Oh, Sergeant Porky, take that hill!" It's like, oh shit, dude can't even climb the fucking hill, dog. He'd be dead before he fucking pulled his gun out. It's over. Sergeant Porky climbing the hill. Let me see here. Boys roll out, literally roll out. That dude could roll out if he wanted to. Yeah, here's another. I'm not gonna praise this guy for being but this is another ER event that happened in what country was this? Got to be in Britain, right, or somewhere in Europe. Where was this at? I don't know where it happened at, but here it is. Thug, 22, who literally imprisoned his Tinder date and strangled her during a terrifying 2-hour ordeal in her own flat, breaks down in tears that he is jailed. Dude, let's see. Is this TrueCell? Is this incel or TrueCell? What is this? Is he normie? What do you guys think he is? I don't know. What do you guys tell me? I can't judge a man's face, but top tier eye area. Someone said Chad Light. Oh wow. Okay. Chad Light. Looks like a Chad Light to me. He couldn't make it happen, dude. I don't know what happened, dude. Someone said good foundation. Either way, he's in jail now. But yeah, this dude. If this dude here is struggling, dude, he's 22. If he's struggling, I don't know, man. Someone said normie so after acne is gone. Sub 8 for sure. I mean, Jaws law. We got to be honest here, dude. Is his lower third? The lower third is weak. Eye area is good. I mean, people can say that's true. I mean, objectively, it's true. Eye area is good, but you know, the acne pill is real here. Lower third's kind of weak. It's not the weakest I've seen before, but it's kind of weak. But yeah, it's what it is. Let's see. Any good comments here? Let's see. Game Pass is good. I've been trying it out also. Yeah, it's too good of a deal to pass up. Like if there's some like a bullshit game that you don't feel like buying, but you're willing to like rent it effectively, just use that. It's not a bad deal per se. Exactly, easy to drop in and drop out compared to other shooters where you have to have all the kinds of customization loadouts and all that. Yeah. That's why I like Halo. You just hop in, hop out, and you're done. It's an easy game to play. There's no classes. There's no setup. You just play. Grinding Fallout 76, but Halo is a decent game. Yeah, Halo is fun. I like Halo, man. It's fun. Games will be crazy again for me when they implement LLMs. Have you guys seen that AI Voxta video with Asmongold? The Coomers are literally going to go crazy. Maybe I've seen this video. I think maybe I showed it, or maybe I didn't show it. I don't know. Boys rollout. Let's see. Heard that Stellar Blade has been censored on day one by Sony. Well, of course, Sweeney. Dude, Sony is like, I have friends who like, they swear by Sony. Like, oh, Japanese company. Oh, Japanese company. I'm like, dude, fuck off, dude. Fuck off. Like, Sony, I mean, I don't know, man. In my opinion, their console was over fucking designed. I don't need a fucking fancy ass, big ass fucking sweeping console. It's retarded. Just give me a box that plays games. Okay, PC gamers have never fucking. I mean, I guess you can customize your box, but fuck it, dude. Give me a box that plays games. I don't care. Like, I fucking have a fucking PS5, but I think it's funny. It's like, God, a Sony ponies are some of the biggest fanboys on the planet. Some of the biggest sheep on the planet, dude. And it's true. Thanks, gaming journalist. Yeah, isn't that sad, dude? You can't even have big anime titties in your video games anymore. I don't know why this picture's still up here. What the fuck? Take it down. Okay, whatever. Let's see. The soldier does not run. He rolls. Snorlax army. I'll get the uncensored games. Top tier eye area. Someone said Chad Light. Foundation. Glass cell. Yeah, I wear contacts because of I look pretty decent in glasses too. But yeah, truth be told, at my last job when I worked around all those nurses, they were like, yeah, they were pretty. A few of them were pretty into me, and they were like, "Oh, you look smart with the glasses on." I'm like, "Yeah, whatever." Like, but you know, I'm like, "Whatever, dude." But he looks unsettling. Well, there you go. Not Chad, but maybe Light. Oof. What do you think of Sam Hyde? I don't think of Sam Hyde. I really don't. I'll be honest with you. Hyde gets on my nerves. I know it all superiority complex. Yeah, it's pretty sad. Gordita. The Gordita. Looks like a slovenly Karl Marx. Anyone have any new copes? I've heard shooting up heroin and jerking off is pretty fun. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I don't know. I don't have any good copes really. I got the same copes I had for the last damn near 3 years at this point. So I bowl and I golf a little bit, but other than that, I don't want to do much else. Truth be told, I might go bowling tomorrow. Actually, I like bowling a lot. It's fun. He's gone blue pilled. Oh really? So, same height? Oh, I didn't know that. I got LASIK, best fit to 5K I ever spent. Yeah, truth be told, I actually kind of like wearing glasses. I don't mind wearing glasses, but I wear contacts like most of the day. And plus, I have those contacts that you can sleep in, so it's kind of nice. You can just fall asleep and not worry about them. But yeah, so I don't mind wearing. I don't mind, but I wear my glasses like 10% of the day, if that. So if you look good in glasses, you must have good eye area and decent nose. Yeah, I've kind of described myself before, but I have a very I wouldn't call it European nose, but it's not a big nose. It's not a big nose. You know, I don't have a stereotypical black nose, I guess. And I've been told that my eye area is pretty damn decent. So I've been told that before. So, and my fucking jaw protrudes, so it does do that. But who knows? Xbox Series X and PS5 are overrated. Barely any good exclusives. Yeah, I would agree. It's pretty sad. It's pretty anemic. I mean, I'm so mad. I have both consoles, and I see no reason to even own either one of them now because I have a PC. So it's like, what the fuck's the point? Like, that's weird. There's no point at all. Go bald, wear glasses, get a beard, and get swole. That's how you become a red pill monk. Oof. Become like, what's that guy's name? A Richard Coper. LOL. Yeah, I hear you, man. Yeah, if you have glasses, you look like Clark Kent. You gotta look like Clark Kent. Huh. Mystery Tyrone. Huh. Mystery is Tyrone Light. I did LASIK myself and now have perfect vision, so it was worth it. Yeah, my vision's really bad. I have like really bad vision. I can't see far away or close up. I'm that bad. I'm basically blind. Like, I'm basically fucking blind, dude. I can't see shit. I'll say it. I can't see shit without glasses, dude. I'm done. My eyesight's so fucking bad. I'm blind as a bat, dude. Mystery the Immigrant Poon Slayer. Yeah, back in the day, I was doing pretty well with the African girls. Back in the day, but Deletus, yeah. So many if Mistals have no hair, and hair is life after all. Yeah, this month makes a year since I had a freebie from a single mother, Gordita, off Bumble. It didn't get any brutal. Dang. So I'm starting to wonder if I remember we talked about we brought this data up, and somebody said, well, this disproves everything we talk about, and maybe it does to some extent, right? Like if your entire ideology is based upon nobody's having sex and people are having sex, then I said this in Discord, but perhaps sex isn't really the problem per se, but at the end of the day, how many men are like this guy though, right? Like a year ago they got sex, so no partners in the past year, right? In theory, some of these guys could have paid for it. Some of them could have just got lucky, right? There's a reason why they call it getting lucky. So like, I guess it doesn't. I mean, technically they had sex, right? So within the past year, if you had one sexual partner, you're good to go. So it is what it is. So I guess that's fine. So yeah, it is what it is. I'm just bringing it up. And once again, nothing I said is like just proving the data, but I'm just like adding context and like, well, how many of these guys just got lucky or, paid for it or whatever, that still counts as sex. So either way, this is just funny. Figured out how to address it. Let's see. Gaming itself hasn't been fun for me since 2014, honestly. Yeah, it's been a while since I've had the last game I played like religiously was like that actually wasn't just Halo. I like Armored Core a lot. Armored Core was probably the last game I bought that I was actually super excited for. I love that game. I love that game, dude. That game's phenomenal. Mystery Giga Tyrone. You wish I was Giga. I wish I was Giga Tyrone. Dude, I'd be done. I wouldn't even be here. Hell, I'd probably be fucking making what's that guy's name? Austin Dunham videos at this point. So Mystery Roan, Mr. Roan, Tyrone School. My eyesight is pretty bad, nearsighted. Yeah, I think I'm fuck. I can't see shit. Even close up, I can't see shit, dude. That's how bad it is. Like, I don't know what the fuck's going on, dude. Single mother gordita. Gordita. I love that phrase, gordita. Goblina. You got the Goblina. Either that or you gotta wear a suit with your hair greased up and slicked back to get that red pill scammer look like Patrick Bet David or Tristan Tate. Dude, yeah. I'm Jacked and Stacked, he posted a video. In fact, I might even pull it up now. I'm not gonna play it, but I'm gonna pull up the scene where like I'm like, dude, like some of these dudes, like, dude, that a physiognomy or what it's called, or however you say it, that fucking thing where like you can look at people's features and see like, you know, who they are, which is basically just a lookism, right? Like, dude, so this dude, I left a comment on the video. It didn't get that many likes, but like you can just look at some of these dudes. Hold on, I mean, people can, you know, you pull up the like you can just look at these dudes and tell me that their faces don't scream scammer. Like both of these guys, they look like sleazy used car salesmen. Like both of these dudes look like sleazy used car salesmen, dude. Like his smile, I don't trust. I don't trust it. I don't trust this face. I don't trust it. It's weird. I don't trust it. I just don't trust it. Oh, this is weird. Like you ever just like look at somebody and you're like, nah, bro, I don't trust you, bro, or nah, bro, nah, I don't know, man. Something's up with you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we do this all the time, but like, think about dudes that you know about for years, right? And you're like, what the fuck? Rolo's integrity is absent, like his neck in that shot. Yeah. But just look at his face. Like, they don't look trustworthy to me, honestly. I don't know. This is weird. I don't know. Something about it just seems like fake, like extremely fake to me. Like I know I'm fucking you over, but I'm gonna fucking do it with a fucking smile on my face, and then, you know, walk all the way to the fucking bank, right? Oh my god, it just doesn't seem so fucked up. But you know, Patrick Bet David, he talks like a fucking he's trying to sell me some shit. Like, bro, every time, dude. Thought of something regarding that H pill conversation. The whole phenomenon of these hot young teachers hooking up with high schoolers really goes against the idea that women like older men. Yeah, that's true. Actually, my boss, who was a female at my last job, she kind of made a pass at me a little bit. You know, like depending on, it was ambiguous enough to where it could have been like, oh, she's just being nice, but you know, given how it was said, that was like, yeah, I'm good. Yeah, like I'm good, dude. Severed Steel was an insanely fun game. I highly recommend it. I liked it way more than Ghost Runner. Okay. Any normie can stumble their way into something once a year. I would agree. There's probably some truth here. Or a lot of truth here, honestly, because that's what the data says, effectively. So, who wins, Tyrone or Pookie? Ooh. Whew. I would say Tyrone or Pookie. I guess someone would have to define so are Pookies. Some Pookies are Tyrones, but not all Tyrones are Pookies, right? Like, I think I'm right there, right? That makes sense. Like, some Tyrones can be thug maxed and they can be Pookies, right? But they aren't necessarily, you know, once again, as I said, the way I said it the first time was right. So like, so in theory, like Pookie is just, you know, I always consider Pookie to be more of an archetype or of a lifestyle than it is an actual person, but maybe it can go both ways. Like Pookie is to me just some fucking, Pookies are like Drake. I think Pookie's probably win. I think Pookie's have the if we're talking about a standard issue Tyrone or standard issue Pookie's I think they have less moral qualms about doing degenerate shit than standard Tyrone would. It would depend on what you mean. Like, what do you mean when you say winning though? Like when you say win in like smash rate, or are you talking about who's getting more women, or who's getting more quality women, or who's getting what? Someone said Drake isn't a Pookie. See, look, I don't know what people are talking about, man. What the fuck? I always consider Pookie to be a lifestyle. I don't think it's what is Drake? Drake is a rapper. So if Mystery was a Tyrone, he would be telling us to keep grinding, keep hustling, dude. Please. Some of the nicest guys I met were Chad or Chad Light. Also, some of the most douchey. The low tier normies are honestly the biggest assholes. Sub fives keep to themselves or are typically nice. Jack is entering his rehab room arc and it's glorious. Yeah, it's pretty funny. I just thought of something. If we are going to allow abortion in society, we should, or society rather, we should also make women getting sperm donors illegal, since it would produce a ton of bastards. There are soy features. Oh yeah, I can show these pictures. I think I might save these pictures for SNC. Honestly, they're pretty good from Base Pillington. He posted those pictures. They're pretty good, but I'll save them for later. Rello's integrity is absent, like his neck in that shot. They definitely look like they want to scam me 100%. They do. It's really landlord stare. PBD is a bully salesman. I'm gonna come back to this question because I want to keep talking about it because it's a pretty good debate. I know much older women and younger guys fucking each other. I know way more younger guys fucking chicks 3 to 7 years older than them. Wow. Yeah, I think this is actually I don't have any data to back it up, but I would suspect that it's probably more common in the black community than anywhere else, but maybe I'm wrong on that. So I don't have any data to back it up. So I'm just kind of bullshitting here, but everyone loves youth, men or women. The idea of being older makes you more desirable. It's dependent on your base. That's true. Yeah, that's good shit. It's kind of like, you're Brad Pitt versus being some normie fuck. Well, you're Brad Pitt, you could be, 50 years old and still pull, but if you're some fucking normie fucking dude, good fucking luck, dude. That study on AI looking at the face to predict political ideology is interesting. I'm intrigued but scared. Yeah, they can. I would assume you can probably glean a lot from somebody's face, because there's a reason why we have literally evolved, or if you believe in evolution, or if you believe in creationism, either way, we were either created or evolved to look at faces and be able to tell, hey, this guy is X, Y, and Z from looking at his face, right? Now, you might be wrong, but there's a reason why it's a fucking heuristic in your fucking mind, right? It exists for a reason, because you're probably going to be more right than wrong. Look at the schools. You see a high school or middle school teacher who's female fucking a young kid. Yeah. Tyrone wins because he's not afraid of doing time. Well, but those are Pookie's though, right? Tyrone's mug with Pookie's got the 9 ready. Okay. Pookies are like Drake. Is this a Pookie fight? Pookie fight. Tyrone wins. Literally can attain a decent acting Floyd who will obey. Pookie is dealing with chaos Keisha. That's a funny name. Chaos Keisha. Literally can attain a decent acting Floyd. I would agree here. Yeah, I think that the standard issue Tyrone is I always use this term standard issue, like it's a fucking they come out of fucking assembly line or some shit. But your standard a run of the mill Tyrone dude is probably able to. Was this even possible in the black community? But it is to some extent. I think he's more likely for sure. He's more likely to be able to attain women of better higher caliber than probably a Pookie is, though. But standard issue Tyrone, you're laughing at that. Pookies are the guys in the nigga moment scene in the Boondocks. That's funny. Kendrick called Drake gay and said he banged Tran. Wow. Trans, that wouldn't surprise me, dude. PBD is a huge scammer running an MLM firm the size of Israel. It wouldn't surprise me, dude. A lot of these dudes are scammers, dog. It's like literally the entire internet is just here to take your money and grift you, and then there's people like me who exist who make no money off the shit, and again, we do it for fun, right? So Tyrone is more muscular built, and Pookie is more scrawny on physical appearance. They all got tattoos and live the street life. So you're saying they're both the same in that. And see, look, I've always considered Pookies and Ray Rays to be like those, like, once again, like your standard issue Pookie. He's some dude on the block selling dope. He's like your typical dope boy, right? Some dude selling drugs, shit like that, right? Tyrones could be doing that. This is why I said, some Tyrones are Pookies, but not all Pookies are Tyrones, right? Like, so, in theory, Tyrone could be doing that, but Tyrone could also be in the NFL, right? Now, they could have been selling dope in the past, but, they changed their ways. Or the Tyrone, he could be in college, right? He could be in college, Truth be told, I mean, we could just refer back to my video on black cells, right? Or on the educated lame, right? Where, you have your Stringer Bell types who are just like these guys from The Wire who, he's intelligent and he's Tyrone. And then you have your, you could have a Pookie who's also, attractive as well, but he's just not as intelligent as Tyrone is, right? I don't think Pookies aren't necessarily attractive. I don't think they are. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong here. I don't know. Oh, let's see. Let me keep going here. PBD is a huge scammer for that one already. Oh, let's see. Basically beat Chad. Bro, Pookies and Tyrones are muscular. Both of them are. Pookies, I've always considered, like, Pookies to me are people like NBA Youngboy who are like, you could argue he's Tyrone too, but he's also just really skinny, right? Tyrones to me tend to be these like extremely muscular men who are like big. They're big and muscular, right? You can be small and muscular too, but like just the what's it called? The build is different, right? Your build is different. You peak in your 90s, bro. Yeah, as you enter the casket on the way down 6 feet under, you peak. You finally peaked. You hit your peak as they lay the casket into the dirt and put the dirt on top of your ass. You peaked. Dog, we have a specific region in your brain that's just for faces. It's completely foolish to ignore physiognomy. Yeah, that's true. I would agree. Feds didn't change the rates. Of course, dude, come on. Dude, is this really news? Is this really news? Did anybody expect it to happen? Duh. I've been saying it for fucking months, dude. They're lying. They fucking knew from day one they couldn't control inflation. They knew from day one they couldn't. They knew from day one they couldn't do it. They fucking knew it. They fucking knew it. They knew it. Chaos Shisha. Speaking of Tyrones, have you guys heard about during the NFL draft, people noticing how all the Tyrones and the guys who got drafted had white girlfriends? You guys notice that? Do you guys notice that? Dude, I don't have any memes from that shit, but it's funny as shit. I might play the BGS Ibmore had a good video about it today or yesterday, I believe, and I might play parts of it here because it's pretty good. It's pretty funny. Pretty funny to see like all these like black women just being mad as fuck, dude. Mad. Just mad, bro. Just mad. Teachers with students is a good argument that it's about genetic quality more than behavior or resources. Yeah, genetic quality is real. It's real. The question is, what are genetic qualities? Well, at the end of the day, like, you can't really see a genotype, right? Genotype and phenotype, right? I mean, genotypes lead to phenotypes somewhat, and there's epigenetics as well, but it's probably just genes, right, being expressed. So, at the end of the day, at least is what I think they are. At the end of the day, though, it's all about phenotypes, right? That's all you can see is a phenotype. You can't, unless you have his DNA and you run it through a fucking machine to see all the DNA and shit, all the fucking traits he has. You don't know if he has incel gene somewhere in there, but what you do know is that his base is that his a phenotype, right? Which you can see. So the face, the height, the muscle size, all these things, but you can see these things, obviously. So it's also crazy how we can judge age over all these decades of lifespan. Yeah. Thought Pookies were soft thugs. Really? I never thought that, but standard issue Tyrone. I love how deep we are in these terminologies that everyone immediately understands what you mean. Just fucking laugh. Scammer net. Pookies are more so ogre cells in my. I don't think they're ogre. Well, ogre cells. Oh, and you mean that their faces are bad, but you got the body. I don't know. Maybe like a body game. Like fucking what's that guy's name? Ron Wills. Ron Wills be talking about body game. You gotta have body game. You gotta have body game and riz. In order to get bitches, you gotta have body game and riz. Fuck your face. Your face means nothing. Body game and riz. I've seen a lot more average and below Pookies than good looking. But yeah, that's going to be standard from most populations, though, right? You're not going to always see the best people walking around, right? You're going to notice that most of them are going to be relatively normal or whatever, looking, right? Like Pretty Boy Tyrone is like Ricky from Boys in the Hood, and Pookies are like the guy who shot him. Pookies are social dominant more than anything from my experience. Yeah, a lot of Pookies, in my opinion, they tend to have a mouthpiece. Now, so can Tyrones, but Pookies especially tend to have that mouthpiece, right? They tend to have that, that silver tongue. Tyrones have the body frame and the muscles. We have at our peak, we peak at our lowest. Really, it's true. Pookie, in my opinion, is a way of life and lifestyle coupled with a certain looks criteria. Tyrone is a look. You can only be born Tyrone. You also may or may not have the capacity to become a Pookie. This is true. I actually agree with this here. This is what I was trying to get at here, where it's like Pookie is, to me, yeah, as I've been saying, is like it has a look to it, but it also has a lifestyle also along with it, as well as a personality trait, like a Thug Max look along with the Thug Max thing actually in reality. So yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I thought people said when people said or thought. That's what I thought people meant when they said Pookie. So that's what I always thought. And Tyrone is the, could be your well-to-do black man who happens to have the looks as well. He could be a lame, quote unquote, or he could be Thug Max. He could be a Pookie, quote unquote, but he'd be a Tyrone Pookie, right? A woman could blow a Pookie in public, but if Pookie makes a move on her, damn. YB, who's YB, was on holiday with his gang somewhere and someone called him the N-word and he died. Nothing. He did nothing. YB, who's YB? I would say there's a higher likelihood that a Pookie is not a Tyrone than a Tyrone being a Pookie. So let me read this again. There's a higher likelihood that a Pookie is not a Tyrone. Okay. Than a Tyrone being a Pookie. Okay. Okay. If we were going to put Tyrone as an equivalent to Chad, then Tyrone is an outlier by default. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. This makes too much sense. Yeah. Kevin Gates raps about beating women and still has tons of female fans. Isn't that too much like reality, right, with the black community? Oh, man. MTR had video as well. Oh, did he? Okay, I might cover his shit as well. Shit, I don't know. We'll cover that shit. Sinbad this Sinbad lookalike told me I'll peak at 49. You just have to be a top 0.00001% of black guys to get check notes. A high tier Becky. Damn, the tax is real. Maybe some were pretty hot. Yeah, I gotta pull that video up. How do I get mods at is IS2? I don't know. I don't go on IS, man. I have no fucking clue. Pookie equals culture. Tyrone equals genetics. Okay. Yeah. That's what I was trying to get at. Yeah. I heard Dr. Umar was beyond upset and sick when he saw the NFL black rookies with the Stacys. It's a sprinkle of Tyrones in there too, dude. Dr. Umar needs to shut the fuck up, dude. I'm so tired of like the pro black community is like one of the is this retarded? You're trying to save something that's already dead. It's like you're fucking I don't know. You have a grandparent who's on life support. And you already know he's fucking dead, right? He's gonna die the moment they pull the plug, right? But you're like, nah, I'm holding out for hope. Dude, it's already dead. It's a zombie. The community is a zombie, dog. It's literally just walking around, brains, dude. Nah, dude, it's over, dog. It's just stop. It's funny. Is it we go save the community? What community, dude? There's no community left. Your community's full of old black boomers, single mothers. Pookie and Ray Ray and a few Tyrone spawn walking around, and that's it. Bastard spawn walking around, and that's it, man. Ain't no fucking community to save. Fuck that shit. Kiss my ass, dog. You got to keep in mind that teachers tend to be in their 20s these days, and this matters because women's attraction changes with age. The Fed does not operate to make the economy better or to stop inflation. It operates to make you poorer, basically a wealth transfer mechanism for the government and the upper crust of society. I would agree. This is good. This is a good comment. Most races are average. This is true. Yeah. Although the average is different for each race, but yeah, I would agree. They're average in their own group, right? Everything is about pussy. Steph is warm. Steph is warm. Maybe true ascension is when we are all descending towards the earth and become one. Fucking Christ, we go into that fucking the fucking esoteric pill here. Oh yes, become one with the earth. I have ascended past the need for a body. It's like, yeah, you're dead now, dude. I guess you better get used to it. The community. The gap between the educated lame and the other black guy is so noticeable. You might have to start an entirely new ethnic group based on it. The two groups just think so differently. Yeah, this is true. Yeah, educated lames are just, educated. I don't know. Come on, like there is a massive bifurcation between blacks who make it and blacks who don't. There's a huge bifurcation there, massive one, and people don't want to acknowledge it. Like the black community, like I think I'm not the first one to say this, but I think Sergeant Willie Pete always says that the black community has a hard time accepting hierarchy. Like they have a hard time accepting it. He thinks this. I think he said partially is due to slavery, like where everybody was a slave, so nobody was above anybody else. Even though during slavery, even that wasn't really true, right? Not necessarily. You had the buck and shit like that, who whatever. But at the end of the day, we have a hard time because historically everybody was a slave, so it's like, well, we all the same, right? But it's not true. Like it's not true at all. Someone said facts. Yeah, facts, dude. All right, I'm gonna pull up the I think I'm gonna pull up. I didn't watch the other video, MTR, mediocre and tutorials. Let me watch his video. Maybe he has good memes on this shit. Mediocre tutorials and reviews. Okay, here we go. All right. Amanda Seals. I don't care about her. Where's the fucking where's the NFL draft at? You said he had the video on this shit? There it is. Found it. All right. It's only 11 minutes long too, thank God, dude. Oh, here we go. All right, we're gonna pull it up. We're gonna watch this video real quick. He's got look. He's got the white people back. He got everybody back there, dog. Here we go.
New York Jets.
They're like, oh, he gonna get rich. We gonna have to live off his ass, dog. We gonna live off him, dog. And this his girl? Oh shit, they gotta go back. Let's see. Oh man. Oh dude. It's right here, dude. She's like, I got the biggest payday of all time. She's like, thank God, it's over. I don't gotta work a day in my life. Oh, dude, the memes write themselves, dude. But yeah, I mean, I said it in Discord, and I think BGS Ibmore also said this. But like, white women are simply better at picking out talent early, right? White women will at least sometimes they will. They'll hop on your fucking train early. They'll hop on the train early, right? And then like when you make it, okay, I was there the whole time, right? So you feel obligated to fucking give her what she wants, right? But like black women, black women are the queens of waiting at the finish line and like fucking the winners, if even that. But white women just they just pick better. I don't know what to say, but it's somewhat true. They pick better. Someone said she bet on black and won. Dude, whites laugh at the very concept of whites as a people. We are more fucked. Oof. I would agree. White people have this contingent of like liberals. Like I think that they're the only racial group I know of that has an outgroup preference, right? White liberals, and maybe even white liberal women, but white liberals for sure have an outgroup preference, which is fucking weird. That is weird. That is an anomaly that is not seen. I think conservative black men have a somewhat of an outgroup preference, but it's not nearly as large as the one that you see in the white community with a liberal white people. It's crazy. The black women I've messed with always seem to pick unemployed bums and retards to have kids with 9 out of 10 times. Well, she just secured 3 generations of her lineage. That means that you prefer people who are not in your racial group, right? Like, so, like, you know, if you're an Asian, you normally prefer to be around people who are in your group. It doesn't mean that you hate people who are not of somebody of people of another race. It simply means that you prefer to live around, be around, and operate with people who are in your racial group, right? White, no, it doesn't mean date outside per se, but it does mean that, like, you just have this preference of, like, you know, it's kind of where you get this, like, white savior complex from. A lot of it comes from these white liberals. That's where it comes from, if you're being honest here. But I want to keep going with the video. I don't want to keep going harping on about race shit, but, well, even though this is a very racial topic, whatever. Like, the man, he literally won the lottery, though. He won the lottery. He won the lottery. Won the lottery. Look, not only he won the genetic lottery and he won the financial lottery, dog. It's over. It's over.
So the Black Twitter has been ablaze over the past week as women rationalize and try to explain and ask questions regarding the amount of black men that they saw with white women at the NFL draft, bringing up comments such as this one. Not even gonna lie, seeing all black athletes with hot girlfriends at every draft makes my blood boil.
Dude. Oh, man. Oh, fuck, dude. Oh, man. That is... That's the printer. Oh, what the fuck's that noise? The printer going off. What the fuck's going on behind me? What the shit? All right.
It's borderline shameful.
Someone says she is a basic Becky. Hey, if what it is.
With follow-up questions such...
I mean, considering the black woman he could have got, he probably got a better deal. I'll say it.
As this one, as a black woman, I just want to know why most successful black men choose to date married white women. For examples, athletes and actors. By the way, it's hilarious to watch badly worded questions like this, as if the successful athlete is going to choose a woman who cannot spell. Maybe it has nothing to do with your race, because these questions usually come from their own internal insecurity or conflict, and they establish the reason why as it's attributed to race. But looking at the way that this woman writes, it looks like it's education. But nevertheless, they're coming out of the woodwork with their complaints. They don't.
Yeah, some of the it's race. I hate to say it, but it's true. Like, black women are some of the most. Oh man, of all the most of the black women I've dealt with, even the immigrant black girls I've dealt with, some of them, they still have this. The immigrant ones were better. They had a better personality. They had a better demeanor. Can we Fucking printer's going crazy behind me. Either way, I don't know what's going on. Either way, like, they have a better fucking demeanor. This is weird. Like, they do. I hate to say it, but it's true.
Understand it. Oh, when they become successful, they just leave black.
Someone said black women literally don't want to change their name when they get married. Yeah, it's true. Defiance is just in them for some reason. Well, inter-women competition has been brutal on the dating market. It's why things like male superficial physical features are being selected for more and more, from more women dressing skimpier, more women opening legs. Oof. They're sending you a message, mystery. Watch out, lol. Probably are. I don't know why, but African blacks I met act way better than American. I would assume that. I would agree.
Black women behind in the dust. Why are they just so mean and unforgiving? We struggled with them. Why are they just going to leave us? First off, it's a complete fallacy that most successful black men date outside of their race. Most successful men, and just men in general, date within their race. But what we see from these women is a negativity bias. They are hardwired to establish most men or all men because they see a handful of them. But instead of attacking ridiculous statements, let's discuss of the ones that do leave said community. Why could that be?
Why are all these black college athletes that are getting drafted having white women? What's going on? I am going to tell you, as someone that is friends with a lot of D1 football players and D1 basketball players, I'm going to tell you because they have told me. Whoa. Before I get into this, I want to make it clear I'm only into black women. I'm just telling you what they have told me.
I remember I read a comment on the BGS video where he covered the same guy here. This is the same. He covered the same video from TikTok that this guy made, and or the guy talking about here. And he basically said that a comment there basically said that, you ever notice how the black men who prefer black women are single? I don't know. I just kind of like that made me think. I'm like, is that true? I'm like, shit. I don't know, man.
Man said, bro, how many white women have you seen do the Meg Thee Stallion challenge? And he said, excluding the ones that think they're 2 shades away from being Lotto. I said, probably only 1. He said, okay. Y'all, 5 of my guys that play on Division I Power 5 football teams, and they were like, Goody, you know the type of NIL deals we got. One of my men said, bro, I was messing with this black girl. She heard about the deal I got and started to request money, Apple Pays and Cash Apps for her hair and nails. I said, oh, shit. My other friends were saying, bro, I would try to take her out to Chipotle, Kava, this and that. She would get mad talking about, why are we going to steakhouses? You're good for it. I said, oh, shit. They were like, bro, the white women, they're down to go and get a cup of coffee, go and get some ice cream. My friends were like, bro, the white women we're dating, they pay for a lot of our stuff. I said, what do you mean? They said, bro, they know that we're making some money, but while we're at practice or we're at camp, they got us our favorite Kava bowl, double chicken, right? Waiting for them to come out of practice. My friends were
my man got the double chicken. She paid for a double chicken too? Dang, bro. That's next level. She is a ride or die. She's like, I'm getting the double. I know he wants that double protein. It's true. I don't know what to say, man. Chipotle, he is unjustified. Look, I'm the saying it's overrated. I'm sorry. I got to say it, man. Chipotle is good. I'll give him credit. I've been there a few times in the last few weeks. Okay, it's not bad. I give him credit. But damn, that price is a little bit high, dog. That price is a little bit high. I'm like, I don't know what to say. Now, it's a bit. Now, do you get your money's worth? Okay, you're not wrong. But oof, they riding the line for me here. I'm like, oh, I don't know, man. Like that bowl's big, but you're riding the line. I don't know. Oh, Chipotle is mid. Oh shit, dude.
telling me these girls are getting their group projects done, getting their essays done, online tests done on time. I said, wait, what? I said, bro, what about maintenance? There's no way y'all not paying for her hair, nails, bags, her lifestyle. He said, bro, first of all, my girl will get her own Starbucks and even get me one. But if I want to be nice, I'll get her something, from Starbucks. And they were like, hair and nails. They don't even care about the nails, really, And if they do it themselves. Sometimes I pitch in. And I was like, all right, what about hair? They were like, bro, she's white. She just brushes it. We're flat irons it. She wants to be special. Jesus Christ, you guys are saving a lot of money.
They got the hair. Dude, the black woman hair pill is real. See, look, my mom doesn't have this problem. My mom actually has really good hair. And I got her hair. So Yeah, but the hair pill for black women, that is like their bane. They hate their hair, dog. I mean, they literally cover it up with a fucking hair hat or weave or whatever you want to call it to hide their hair. So, ooh. I always say white women are better at playing the long. They are. They are. The evidence is piling up. Mystery confirmed Tyrone in school. Dude, you guys have been saying this shit for fucking years, dude. Yeah, truth be told, like, when I was dealing with black women, I actually prefer, like, I don't want to see this fucking horsehair, fucking whatever you want to call it, shit in your head. I could, whatever, dude. Whatever.
Yeah. And the reason why these athletes are saving a lot of money is because I think a fundamental difference that the culture instills in the women of how to view and look at men. Notice that he juxtaposed the Megan Thee Stallion challenge in the beginning with how many women prescribe to that ideology that are black versus white. And at first I thought he only meant, why would you want a woman that demonstrates herself like a thought and a whore for public consumption? But he's also talking about the mindset here. Not all, but because of elements of black culture, black women are more apt to treat a man like a bank, while other races of women are more apt to treat a man like an investment. The treatment, the actions, the virtues are way different when it's bank versus investment. Just think about investment treatment. Let's take real estate investment, right? You have that home, you clean that home, you hire a gardener, you cut the grass yourself, you update the fixtures, you update the exterior, you add on an in-ground swimming pool into the back. Why? Because you invest in so you can get more out later. When you walk into a bank, you just extract. There's always going to be exceptions to the rule, but what he's calling out here is the mindset behind the level of entitlement. Men that are dealing within their own race of women oftentimes have higher expectations. They're expected to put out a lot more with no increase on the value that they receive back. Let's go.
My man said this. He just got drafted. He said, bro, I was dating a black girl. Now I'm dating a white girl. I'm about to marry her. He said the difference between the black girl and the white girl, the biggest difference is the white girl knows when to shut the fuck up. I said,
dang, bruh. Dang. Why he got to be right? Why he got to be right? But it's true. I don't know, man. It's true, but it's true. Why do I feel like this topic ties into some IQ? It has to. I don't know what to say. It has to. It has to. It has to. I don't know. It basically has to. A better parenting. I mean, parenting is whatever. Oh, dude. Okay, let's do the. Whoa. Okay, let me. All right.
God damn. Listen, this is what they told me. Do with the information as you please. If it takes me 10 to 15 years to find a black woman that's compatible with me, that's what I'm going to do. But this is what they told me.
You're a fool, bro. You're a fool. I'll be honest with you. If there's a white woman who's like down, fuck it. Truth be told, I mean, most of the women who've actually been into me have been white women. So it's what it is. I think it's funny. I remember when I was in high school, man. Yeah, even when I was really young. Fuck, dude. I don't know. Either way.
So stop being surprised.
In a culture where everything is over the top, the hair, the nails, you know what? It's not even just black women. It's just women in general. Do not understand is that men will go to the places and deal in the relationships that they receive the most amount of respect. And I say women in general because this interracial phenomena happens across all races. For example, there is a subset of white men that are known for going for Asian women, Asian girlfriends. They have their own reasons for doing that, but a major component of that is respect. But specifically within Black culture, respect is tied to how you treat the men. What is your level of entitlement to the man? How on track are you of demonstrating yourself as what that man wants? Does the man respect your fake hair, your fake wig, your fake nails? Does he respect your resting bitch face or your bad attitude? Does he want a woman with your level of entitlement to his funds when you weren't with him?
Oh, this dude came on again. What's up, dude? Please talk.
Are you talking about me? My bad, man.
What's up, dude?
Yeah, what's up?
What you got to add, bruh?
So far, unfortunately, I can sign off on what my man is saying. He talking about sports and shit. Unfortunately, the men that I was talking to, they're doing they're in fields where one, Black women don't even exist, but when they do go back home, they're not interested. So, for example, if you have like a science major and you're high in science or mathematics, they usually don't do too well with Black women either, and they talk about a lot of the issues they have. But they don't even get to the point of dating. Like they get zero play. Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, like I said, my when I was younger, especially when I was younger, even when I was in like elementary school, there were some, what do you mean by girls into you, right? But at the end of the day, they were like around me and shit like that, talking, and it was weird. And then you get to high school, and a lot of the chicks who were into me were fucking white chicks. And then, I didn't really date in college that much. And then I got to, get on the workforce. And then there's some Black women who are interested in me, but a lot of them are once again single mother, or they're from fucking, they're not African American, they're from Africa.
Yeah.
So they aren't even like actually, African American, ADOS, right? So yeah. Let's see. Darklight here. Have you seen Thomas White's interview with Western Decline? I haven't seen it yet. I think it's pretty good. I haven't watched it yet, but I heard it's pretty good. Western said interracial relationships are easier for people involved or something along those lines. Oh, really? Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Shooting in the gym.
So when you get that rich, the white woman don't focus on you. Yeah, she go get all the money affairs and all to make sure the businesses run smooth, go get the charity, and the Black woman be squabbling with you about your dick. Yeah, your Black woman go squabble with you about your white woman go open charities up, start doing book clubs and reading shit, making sure she picked a accountant and financial advisor, and the Black go be one about who is that calling? Who is that? So that's why I hate bullshit. She gonna be stuck on the part. She ain't gonna never get the financial business aspect of it. So I see why them niggas do that.
Can I touch on that?
So you don't
go ahead, dude.
I hear what he's saying, but you gotta tell her what to do, because a lot of them just don't know that out the gate. They absolutely do that, but it's because they don't know any better. You gotta look at upbringing and shit a lot.
Yeah, upbringing matters, but I don't know. I look at my own mother. I mean, it's kind of sad, but my mom really is like an anomaly when it comes to Black women. She's extremely conservative. She basically just I hate to say it, but she really is just a chocolate dipped white woman in a lot of ways. She doesn't even have extreme, what you would call traditional African features. Like, not at all. This is where I get most of my. Neither did my dad really either, but he. Yeah, my dad was he was light skinned. My mom is dark skinned, so it's like I came out kind of like medium tone. But like my mom is like she's like the extreme. When I think about it, she's the extreme exception to what I see out there from average Black women. She really is. Like, my dad was an officer in the fucking Navy, and she, ride or die. She was with him since high school, and and people actually got mad at her for dating my fucking dad, which was fucking weird. But she stuck with him for a long time, and she managed a household. Managed the bills in the house. She did all the stuff that a mom was supposed to do. She was a stay-at-home mom, because when you're a fucking, an 04 officer, lieutenant commander, well, of course you're going to be fucking, you have enough money to do so, especially back in the day. But so I didn't grow up. I grew up, I'm not saying I was rich, but six figures back in the day actually meant something, right? So you were living a pretty damn good life. We went on vacation twice a fucking year and shit like that all the time. Like it wasn't like it was nothing really. So like, so like my mother was like, she's like, when I think about I want to date a black woman, we always think about fucking. Oh well, you're thinking about your mother somewhat, right? What was she like? And you're kind of. I'm not saying you're trying to find your mother to date per se, but you're trying to find somebody. She's like your first real like a representation of what a woman's supposed to be like, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know, but that's a tangent. But like, so I guess my whole point with that is that when you're looking at black women and their upbringing, like my mother, she grew up dirt poor, abusive household, dirt poor. With I think she had 7 siblings, so big families. But she grew up dirt poor. My dad grew up in a military family, so they were a little bit better off, but they weren't better off, relative to dirt poor. Obviously, anything's better off, right? And and they both made a middle class household for us that we wouldn't have to struggle the way they did. And I'm just thinking about like the upbringing pill. Like she didn't have any of that, but she still did it. Like you know what I mean? Like she still managed the household. We had a clean house. There was no dirt everywhere. We had a big house. We didn't live in some fucking shithole. We went to good school. It just didn't happen like that to me. But I don't know how I'll explain her versus but her siblings didn't have the same outcomes, right? I don't know. Like, but did she just get all the good genes? I don't know. You tell me. Like, I don't know.
She might just be unique in that one, then, because somebody said they feel like it's tied to IQ amongst many other things, and I do think some people. I talked about this with somebody else about inherent good, and some people not having it. So some people need to learn it, but some people inherently are just above the rest in a lot of ways.
And she had a PhD. My dad had a master's degree. So like, I mean, I didn't grow up with some fucking idiot parents like at all. Like, so I don't know, but yeah. I had a decent upbringing too. Maybe Mystery's parents got much higher IQs than the average. I don't know, man. I don't know. You tell me. Mystery hit the jackpot with his parents. Yeah, my dad, he played football. He was a football state champion. Fuck, like, he was a fucking center. And I got his fucking body. I gained muscle like nobody's business. I don't know. It's weird, but yeah, I'm not trying to brag, but I'm trying to give context to like when people say, "Oh, black women are this way," but like once again, for me, it was always a mind fuck because I'm looking at my own mother and I'm like, wait, this is how black women actually are out in the market. Like, what the fuck's going on? Like, there's a non-congruence, right? Because when I think of black women, you're thinking of your mother first, right? Like, well, then, but it's like it really does pain me to say like black women are this way, but then I look at my mother and I'm like, but she's not that way all the time, not at all, really. But I don't know. It was weird to me. So, but
you don't think that makes them what can I say?
You
like they
homie,
sold
listen,
out.
you damn near have to. When you go to making the kind of money them making, homie, for one, the black woman, homie, she'll trip anywhere in front of your business partner, and so he'll start saying, man, you can't control your woman, man, your woman will come, so he'll start not wanting to do business with you. Because your woman, y'all will be out together, nigga. Your woman will catch attitude in front of his woman and wife, and everybody about business be looking at your woman crazy because she in her feelings. Mm. The black woman, between the black woman and the black man, they in their feelings everywhere. Everybody else trying to have a good time, they go get in their feelings. Everybody else trying to conduct business, handle business, it's gonna be so. That's why you see all them with a white bra. Unless they've been with the woman like Snoop Dogg, Denzel, that's why. Because nobody's training and teaching black girls how to deal with successful black men. They just learn how to deal with
I don't like that piece. Black men in general.
But what's also missing.
Look how quick your mom got taken off the market. Good black women are extremely rare. Truth be told, my mom actually approached my dad. You want to be honest about it. She approached him. Now it was like in a cheeky way, so it was kind of like. But my dad was a really quiet guy. He wouldn't talk. He wasn't much of a talker back in the day. I've heard the story a million times, but my mom actually approached my dad. Like that. That's how quiet he was. So, but yeah.
missing from a large portion of this conversation is that the men that were deselected by these women previously for being lame, for being corny, for being a clown, for being a nerd, for being not what the caricature of a black man should be, essentially corporate Tupac. But then it became an issue when they became a high value man and when their hypergamous instinct kicked into play, seeing them on that TV screen. But instead of trying to figure it out, putting a mirror up to their face and trying to understand what has contributed to that men or this group of men's decisions, they instead just call them a racial epitaph like a coon and just choose to write them off. At the end of the day, it's survival of the dating fittest out here in these cold streets. Men, listen to me. Choose who you want. Go where you are respected. And do not let anybody, especially a race baiter, withhold you from choosing what is best for you.
Speaking, I want to cover this other video that came out that BGS put out. There's a scene in that video I wanted to bring up. I thought it was the funniest shit. I think it's a scene from a movie, but it's kind of like, dang, it kind of plays to a bigger point though, right? Let me pull it up. BGS. This mic, I love this new mic, dude. The old mic was fucking going crazy. I don't know why. Fucking going insane. So, thank God. Drizzle, right? Let me see if I can find it. Is this a scene from the movie? He covers it right about... No, it's not that one. I can find it really fast. Oh, Dr. Umar Johnson. Oh, God, this fucking dude. I might even play this scene here, dude. This dude, he can't fucking Umar Johnson, man. This dude... I can't stand this fucking dude, man.
Yeah. He got caught up recently.
I can't stand his ass, dog.
As usual, right?
I want to play Dr. Umar's reaction to black men dating a white.
They're watching a reaction to a reaction. What's to a reaction? Inception. Like, oh, dude.
Women in the NFL draft, and I'm gonna come back.
For those of you who feel that you must repudiate,
dude, what is with the black community and this fake preacher accent? Everybody who's like a communita dude talks in this fucking half-ass, made up, got to be Martin Luther King bullshit. You ain't MLK, dog. Just talk like them. You don't talk this way normally, do you? No fucking way you do. It's crazy, man.
That's actually how they're taught when they first walk in.
No fucking way, bro.
A lot of you not. When they first walk in for their, especially with him and his Hotep shit and his king consciousness and all that shit. When you first walk in the door, that's exactly how they talk to you all the way through. If I'm lying, I'm dying. They've been doing it since Malcolm X days.
I can't. I mean, it feels so tacked on, like fake. I'm like, what the fuck?
Because it's not real, no. But they've been taught that way.
I remember when these I think it was Tennessee. They expelled like 2 or 3 delegate members, and then like the guys gave a press conference. There were 2 black guys and a white woman or some shit, and one of the I'm like, dude, you ain't even from the South. Like, why are you talking like this? Like, you're not. I mean, Tennessee is the South somewhat, but it's not like you're not from like deep South though. Like, come on, bro. You don't talk this way normally. Fuck off. What's up, Jay?
How's it going, man? I'm just popping on for a bit. I wanted to ask you something, Mystery. Once you're done with this segment, so I know you're on a roll, and I got to go back and watch the rest of it. But I just had a question to ask you.
Sure. I'll finish this up. Yeah.
my insistence on an African family first line of racial development, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you, Europeans, a question. How many white billionaires do you know have chosen to make a black woman their baby mama? I'm just asking a question.
One, at least. George Lucas. I think there's another one. I just can't remember his name.
See,
what's that guy's name? There's another guy I can think of. What's that guy's? Is it De Niro?
I know one right now.
He's not a billionaire though, or he's not a billionaire.
Oh, billionaire. Never mind.
I think he specified billionaire, but
yeah.
Who did he say? Who did BGS say again?
You got to roll it back.
white billionaires do you know?
Oh, he said George Lucas. That one probably makes sense. I think Lucas is a billionaire. By now he has to be because he sold off all his rights to Disney. So there's no way he's not a billionaire, but
have chosen to make a black woman their baby mama. I'm just asking a question.
One, at least. George Lucas. I think there's another one. I just can't remember his name.
See, you take issue with the King Kong of consciousness. So let's flip it one time.
Is he serious about that?
Yes.
bro, kill me. No fucking way. Oh man, this is like a meme. It's like the memes write themselves nowadays, man. The fuck? Shit. Oh, bro, I can't do it. I can't take this clown seriously. Oh my god. Oh, bro. Kill me.
You take issue with the King Kong of consciousness. Let's flip it. How many white billionaires have chosen to make a black woman their baby mama? I need an answer to my question. Can somebody answer the question, please? Can somebody answer the question? How many white billionaires have chosen to turn a black woman into a billionaire baby mama? I need an answer. I'm riding for black women today. I said I'm riding for my queens today.
You mean the man who wouldn't even marry his baby mama? Come on, dude. Fuck
He got
off.
doesn't he has two
He
like
married too.
and here's the kicker is that like he'll go on some of these panels and I've never heard anybody ever challenge him or ask him that question. If he's trying to talk about black families, why isn't that he didn't marry not one? I could see him fucking up one time and
then marrying
the
some
wrong
chick.
girl
Yeah.
pregnant. But this motherfucker, this nigga, two of them. And what's funny is, and it's usually, and I'm a because I want you to keep playing the video, but more times than not, whether it's Thuggo, these conscious brothers, it's like these are the ones who are literally like fucking up. Because when you make a baby mama, you're like basically fucking up you're fucking up the community.
You are, like, implicitly, you have to be. Like, come on, like the main problem in the black community is there's no fucking families. That's the main problem. And it's like, oh, and no fathers in the household either, but that's family, father, right? We would assume that would mean that, but in the black community, it's like it's optional, right? Either way, yeah, it's just funny. It's funny as shit.
I'm riding for black women today, as I do every day. Has Bill Gates decided to turn a black woman into a billionaire baby mama? Huh? How many Asian billionaires have chosen to make a black woman a baby mama? Somebody help me out.
I wonder why that is. Okay. I wonder why that is. Okay. We believe in socialist dating or what?
Somebody help me out. How many billionaire Asian men in America or in Asia have chosen to turn a black woman into a billionaire baby mama? Somebody talk to me.
Like, does this really make for an argument in this community?
Sadly,
this is an argument. Like, this isn't an argument. This is, who cares? Like, oh man, as if like there's a bunch of fucking billionaires walking around the planet. Like, what? There aren't that many of them, dude. There really aren't. They're like the 0.000000001% of the population. Come on, what the fuck, dude?
The real question that he should be asking is, he's talking about the billionaires. I'm not quite sure why, but the real question is, out of the black men who are educated, who have upward trajectory, have careers, who don't have kids, how many of those men are curved by their black female counterparts on average all the time? Like why is he talking about the billionaires?
You fucking tell me. I don't. This is the argument he's trying to make. I don't know why. Like, what are you doing? Oh man.
How many?
Are we supposed to be equality or what?
Arab billionaires and Latino billionaires have chosen to turn black women into billionaires.
This is the dumbest shit I've ever fucking heard in my life. What in the hell? Are we really gonna measure the population of average people off of the lives of billionaires? Like, it'd be one. Maybe you could say millionaires because that's what these men are gonna be. But billionaires, I don't know. Like the NFL draft men is what I meant. But fuck, I don't care.
But another problem is, and real quick, is that the majority of billionaires were what? Millionaires, right? And the majority, I would argue, of these billionaires, like look at fucking Jeff Bezos. What was he? He was married before his fucking Amazon got off the ground.
Yeah.
So and I know you guys probably delved into this early with the whole NFL thing, but most black men, it's like most well-to-do black men cannot, if he's well-to-do, the only way a black woman, and I'm pretty sure y'all said this because forgive me if this point's be reiterated, but the only way a black woman will believe in a black man is if his nigga points are high or if he's a Tyrone. That's the only two ways.
Yeah, we covered we did a Pookie versus Tyrone debate earlier, but you can watch that later on.
Maybe I'll watch it later. Yeah, my bad. I don't want to. Yeah, I figured that I had a doc's appointment.
Near baby mamas, how many? Now compare how many non-African billionaires have turned black women into billionaire baby mamas, and compare that to the amount of black male millionaires and black male mega.
Wait, why are you switching up the populations now? This is why it's dumb. Like, why are you swapping like with? You're not even swapping like with like. Like, what? Oh man, this dude's retarded. Kill me, dude. I don't know what to say. Fuck me. I don't want to die, but I mean, I don't know. Hearing shit like this makes me like wonder, like, dang, like is this place over? Like, this place fucking over, dude? Oh, dude. If this motherfucker is considered a leading thought leader in the community, we're done. Like, we're already done. But damn, like, you might as well just fucking take a shit in the grave as well. I don't know, man. Or piss on the grave.
Isn't it funny how our leaders, whether it's him,
they think like the women they fucking be around. It's true.
Well, not even that, but whether it's like him or like Obama, like most of our leaders, even in entertainment, Will Smith, the rappers, X, Y, and Z, they're usually degenerate, usually in some way, shape, or form.
It is interesting, right?
Like at least Malcolm X was also degenerate, but he like did an about face to the
he reformed, right? He's like, okay, fine, I'm back. You know,
he did. But then once he started to expose some other degeneracy, then he was killed by his own people, right? So you know, so it's like this weird thing where you know, in our community, the only ones who are allowed to really, because let's be honest, I would say this, do you think that that Umar is basically an overweight Tyrone? I think he is.
I'm gonna say no. I think he's a big proponent for black women, but the reason I don't think he's a Tyrone is because he got caught up recently for paying for whores. So
he got caught up recently doing what?
Paying for whores. It was a while back, but he was on stage and a woman came up with a book bag, and he was all like, "Who's that queen?" And she's saying, "I'm the woman you were with last night, and I got the evidence in the bag."
Well, okay. Well, let me say this. I'm not gonna say that he's a Tyrone per se, but what I'm saying is that the beard's connected. You know, he's older, but he still got his hair right. You can say that he has hunter eyes or a variation of the hunter eyes, and I believe that he's tall, and he has two, not one, but two baby mamas.
That's true. You can say he's status, man. I mean, you can say he's kind of there. He has the status. People know who he is, potentially. But I feel like his fame only comes from, again, black women. So I guess you could say that in that sense. But I can't think of too many black men that like him or Tariq. So you could say so, yeah.
I don't think Tyrone. That's a hard ask.
Yeah.
Considering that someone like what's that guy, the Austin Dunham, or what's the other guy's name? The other Pookie, not the Pookie, but the guy who left his wife and was what's that guy's name?
Derek Jackson.
Derek Jackson, like comparing Derek Jackson to this guy, even skinny, I wouldn't even compare him, dude. Nah.
I'm conceding it because yes, but that's why I said overweight. I'm conceding it, but there's still a spectrum to it in that when I'm saying
I would say I bet he's Pookie, but Pookie.
Okay, I bet he's Pookie, like a conscious Pookie.
Yeah, he's a conscious Pookie.
Okay, all right.
Millionaires and black male billionaires and black male athletes and black male celebrities who routinely and regularly turn white women, Asian women, Latino women, Arabic women into millionaire and billionaire baby moms overnight. Look at Tiger Woods.
Why is that? Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna ask why. Like, that's exactly what I was gonna say. I watched the video earlier, but I was gonna say the exact. Well, why do you think that is, Mr. Umar? Do you not question? Like, this is the main problem with some of these dudes. This is exactly what Derek Jackson was doing on at the same time, right? They just pander to the women because like that's all who's left in the fucking quote unquote community. When the problem is that when they're talking about the community, all they mean is single black women and single mothers. That's what they really mean because that is what the black community really is.
But also it's so funny when most guys who talk
men don't
about
count.
Say it again.
I said the men don't count. Literally, they don't count.
No, they don't. No. But I mean, even like the Derek Jackson, it's like, and I even the guys that I talk to on a different app, it's like, do you really care about if you are a proponent of fucking a bunch of hoes, whether you brag about it in your past or you do it currently, how can you truly say that you're for the community in any way, shape, or form?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you have a hard time. You're gonna have a hard time making the argument.
Yeah.
His mother is Asian, and his mama ain't black though.
Look at Tiger Woods, a billionaire who turned a white woman into a billionaire baby mama overnight.
Now I want to play.
I just want to switch to the. There's a scene where he covers this. There's a movie scene he covers. This is just what's his name's video. What the fuck? Let me just go back and I can find it from the. Give me a sec. There's a scene he plays from a movie. Hopefully I'm still online, but am I still here?
Yeah, you're here. I know Jay wanted to ask something.
Yeah, I just want to get. It's a pretty short clip. I just want to get if I can find it in the stream. I'm seeking through right now, but I can't seem to find it. Jermaine, always Jermaine's fault. Isn't that funny? Why is it always Jermaine's fault? Isn't that weird? You ever notice that? This is all Umar shit. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Otherwise, I'll just skip it. No need to fucking look through it for so long. Yeah, I can't seem to find it. It's what it is. I'm not gonna worry about it. But go ahead, Jay.
Yeah, so I was having an open discussion. I was having a discussion on Clubhouse, right? It's like kind of like a talking app like Twitter. Those who don't know, and
what is it?
It's like a talking. It's like a talking app, like on Twitter, where it's like see a bunch of talking heads. It's just a talking app. It's a conversation app, right?
Okay.
Anyways, but point being is that we was just having this conversation, and you know, because I be making my black pill talking points on there when we're talking about dating and stuff like that. And a guy just basically asked me, the guy that I know essentially asked me like what do you get out of the black pill? Like if the black basically, and my question is to you and other people, it's like if the black pill and all this black pill stuff, look like all this stuff that you know, if it doesn't quite help you directly in your dating life, then why do you? Then it's like what's like the use of it essentially? Like I was asked this, I had my answer, but I wanted to know or ask if you has ever been asked that question. Is that something you've ever thought about? Because I know for me, one thing it gives me is like peace of mind. Like it kind of, you know, it basically explains a lot about life, and I think it takes away a lot of frustration in not just myself but a lot of men. But like what is, because most guys who are in the space who get the black pill, unless you're looks maxing hard, you're more than likely are not going, your dating life is not going to change. More than likely it'll probably kind of get worse because hypergamy is constantly worse. But what do you think about that? I know that's a mouthful.
I mean, he sounds like somebody who wants to be sold something. I hate to say it, but it's true. Like he wants to be sold like, oh, well, how do I use this information? I mean, I guess and in theory, you know, that's what face ratings kind of are in a way. You're selling the information of like, hey, this is your level. This is what you should be dating at. But but in my opinion, to me, the black pill, I mean, I think it does. It even goes. Someone said earlier, but it goes
beyond dating.
Beyond dating. Yes, it's not just about not just about pussy and fucking smashing bitches all fucking day long. And you know, there's a whole bunch of fucking things you can kind of throw under black pill if you just consider it to be the truth. But at the end of the day, to me, it explains, as you said earlier, it explains a lot of things about why things are the way they are. Like it simply just takes out all the bullshit. You know, it takes out all the fucking guesswork about, oh well, was it my approach? Did I say the wrong line? Did I do whatever? And it really takes the guesswork out of people as well. It explains, it's like I was saying earlier about how like you can literally read somebody's face sometimes, right? Where it's like, you can tell if this guy's, is he a good person or a bad person? Is he trustworthy or not? And just by looking at their face and kind of making an educated guess, right? So I would say it just gives you the framework to understand human, base psychology or human based knowledge, right? Or not base now, but base psychology, right? At the end of the day, how do human beings react to given X stimulus or X? If you put X person in front of person A and Y person in front of person A, and you change the attributes, you'll probably get a different outcome, right? So it just gives you a good framework to operate off of to actually get to the bottom of why you're being treated in a certain way.
Right. Yeah. No. I'm 100%. Yeah. I mean, I didn't say that specifically. I think that was a much better answer, but I was just basically trying to tell him, because he was like, "Oh, your dating life hasn't changed and shit." And I'm just like, "Well, it doesn't like why is that like the barometer? Like my mindset of how I view things ever since and I'm still accumulating knowledge as I still get older anyway. But it's just like, even if I was, because I dealt with more women fucking in 2015 than now, but who's more frustrated, the version of me from 2015, like the version of me in 2000, like you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like a lot of these guys, even these so-called red pill guys, it's like they always measure their worth and their value, or like their like results, purely based on women, and that's like the main kind of metric, as opposed to anything that's like internal or what have you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, it once again, it just answers so many more questions, and like a red pill, the red pill will always leave you with a bad taste in your mouth, or a matter of like, well, I did everything you told me to do, but it didn't work, So you're constantly either being sold something, or you're being told, well, you didn't do X, Y, and Z right, so that's why it failed. But they refuse to actually acknowledge. They'll acknowledge height sometime, but they won't. I said this in Discord, but a lot of men, they get really fucking antsy when you start bringing up face, because it's like, the face, yeah, the thing on your face, right? The thing on your face, right? The thing, that meme I did years ago, or months ago, but it's funny, like, right? Because like when you bring up the actual facial aesthetics of a person and say, well, this is the reason, this is your baseline, right? And then you say, well, add in height, and then that kind of SMV a little bit there, right? So when you start adding and subtracting things, it really does tell you, okay, this is how you're going to fare given the competition. And it can tell you should be dating an X and Y range, right? So if you're a 5, your best bet might be a 3 in today, or maybe a 3 or a 2 in today's market. I hate to say it, but it's somewhat true. At this point, people are dating 3 to 4, time lower than their level, other than Chads, who can, they have the whole gambit, right? But yeah. What's up, Trad Cuck?
Hey, how you doing?
Doing good.
I wanted to.
Have you been here before?
Yeah, I've been here once before.
Okay, I'll just let you go. Go ahead.
3 weeks ago, I think. I wanted to push back on the genetics point. Can you restate your position? You think it's all genetics, or is it nurture, nature?
Who?
Do you think it's all genetics, how people act?
Well, yeah, it explains far too much. They've actually done studies, and they found out that like even political ideology is somewhat genetic. Now, it's not all genetic. I think it's like 80% of it. That's Call of Duty, probably is Call of Duty, whatever. But 80% of it's like genetic. It's something as complex as ideology is genetic. Well, shit. What else is also genetic, right? You're a big 5 personality traits are genetics, right?
I get that. But you were saying this earlier.
Well, just real quick, right? Because I would have a conversation. Excuse me, I'm just came out the grocery store, but it's kind of like I was. And to go back to real quick, track cucks. Where's that? Yeah, track cucks. Yeah, it's kind of like how guys will tell you that a lot of these guys lack social skills, and I'm like, well, is it that they lack social skills? Because most guys, if you just talk to them, like most guys I'm not gonna say they're like not like a little bit awkward maybe, but most guys are actually relatively decent, well-to-do kind of people to a varying degree. And how are we judging that these guys are bad, so are crap socially, just because they struggle with women, when women themselves don't make it easier, or don't make it easy at all, based on that man's attractiveness? So it's kind of like, if you take like a guy who works at Starbucks, he's just a regular Starbucks guy. In his normal day-to-day, he's a pretty personable guy. He's a relatively social guy, but because he's not able to come up to a woman and get her number because he's a 4 out of 5, and she's gonna be like, basically like, closed off, and it's gonna be rude and short. How the fuck are we gonna say that guy is socially awkward or socially inept? And that's the issue. That again, to go back to mysteries things, is based on your genetics. Based on the man's genetics, he's gonna come across as if he's socially charismatic or what have you, because she's giving him the opportunity to be.
Okay. Can I provide a counterexample? So earlier, Mystery said African blacks act better than American blacks, but it's like genetically speaking.
I didn't say that in general. I just simply said the women I dealt with. I mean, like the women I happened to deal with acted better than the women.
I also saw it in the chat. People were agreeing with that.
Someone posted that. Someone posted that. Yeah, they did post that, which go ahead.
Yeah, so I want to push back. It's like, aren't African blacks and African American blacks like really genetically similar? But why the hell is there such a major cultural divide there? And even the Caribbean black, same thing.
Well, I'm not saying culture matters for nothing, but you got to remember that culture and genetics, they're tied at the hip somewhat, but there's also some level of like, I'm not saying the environment counts for nothing. In theory, if you don't feed somebody, or if there's a famine and there's not enough food to go around, somebody could be genetically stunted, right? That could happen, right?
Yeah.
So that's arguably an environmental factor. That's an environmental factor that's outside of the genes, but it could stunt somebody from being what they could be, right? So if you put enough people in prolonged, like, there's videos you can look back and during World War II of like black men who are, this one I always remember, this black guy crying about, he wants to see his wife again. He sounds normal. He sounds like he sounds American. He sounds like a regular American. He doesn't sound cratchit. He's not crazy. Like, it doesn't mean that low IQ people will inherently have a shitty culture. But it means that given the given conditions, certain epigenetic, or whatever you want to call it, inclinations will come out, and poverty affects people of different IQ levels differently. It does. The way whites deal with poverty is different than the way whites kill themselves. They do. They look at a fucking Appalachia. They arguably they have they kill themselves with fentanyl, and they kick themselves out when they experience poverty, right? When blacks experience poverty, they just go, this is what you end up with.
But wouldn't people in the Appalachians, like, their environment is severely affecting them?
Yeah, so poverty is also part of your environment as well, right?
Yeah.
So what are you arguing with here?
Like, for example, if those people weren't born in the Appalachians, they were born in like a coastal city, for example, they wouldn't be killing themselves. But it's like, yeah, the Appalachians, it's a poor region. Nobody wants to go there. There's no tourism. And yeah, it's like a poverty. It's like naturally going to be poor. So that poverty is going to affect the people who are just unfortunate to be born there, essentially.
Yeah.
And also, I was going to bring up this example. During Jim Crow, the black community was doing way better off than it is today, even though it's the same exact black people, it's the same exact environment, but for some reason, the marriage rate was better, the income was almost as close to whites, but after fucking all the welfare...
Are you sure the income's the same or similar?
No, I'm saying, no, yeah. Blacks were catching up blacks when it comes to, blacks
the only stat I remember from that era is that blacks had a higher rate of being married than whites did, right? Or that's all that was in the country, right? But yeah.
So like socially speaking, again, it's the same people, the same environment, but the laws changed, and then the black community started falling apart because of the laws, because of the environment, essentially. But it's like genetics didn't change in a generation or two. So what the hell happened there?
I've already conceded that given an environment and genes, genetic expression. What is genetic expression? What is that? Can you tell me what that is? All we're talking about is how genes express themselves in a given environment, right? That's all we're really talking about. Given X environment and Y genes, you will do Z. So there's still a genetic component to it.
I agree with you. It's more of a debate of You know, is it 50% genetics, 50% environment, or is it 70-30? And I don't like when people say it's like 100 or 90% genetics, because I think environment is
Well, hold on now. Like, where do behaviors inherently come from the human being? Like, genetics, once again, genetic expression. The genes are being expressed in the environment. Change the environment, you might get a different expression of genes.
Yep.
But the genes are still there. The genes are being expressed. That's what it means.
I mean, it's like, you know, it's like chicken or the egg.
It's still genes no matter what you do. You can't detach a person from their genes. That's literally impossible.
But doesn't your environment shape your genetics also?
Not necessarily. I mean, it's kind of like, I remember seeing a thing about schools, right? We've been crying about how schools need more funding. Now, to some extent, maybe you're right. I've heard that before, where genes can shape, or not genes, but rather, but the environment can shape your genes, right? So you end up, like, for example, you might end up, well, assuming you believe in evolution, given the you live in a colder climate, you might develop certain features, right, for being in that climate, right? And the ones who don't will die off, right?
Yep.
So yeah, you could be, in theory, shaped by that, but someone says the environment does shape your genetics through competition. Yeah, that's basically what I just said.
I'm gonna be honest. I think this is just pointless. I do think it's genetics absolutely play a role. He's asking about how much. Realistically, probably about 80-20, 80% genetics. But I think his whole thing is he doesn't like it because, oh no, what if I have bad genetics? Can I get out of it? And what I say to that is, you can play the best hand you have. You don't have to be like completely in the red just because you have bad genetics. You can still at least be in the yellow.
Well, some guys are just born in the red, and they have to work hard
looks
be.
wise.
Yes. So if, depending on what we're talking about, it's like they have to work hard. It's like I equate a lot of stuff to basketball, right? So it's like you could be born short, unathletic, and all that, and you could work your fucking ass off just to be on the motherfucking bench. So if you equate that to like dating or what have you, there's a lot of men who have to work very, very hard just to maybe get that 1 or 2 dates a year. And you can take that, you can apply it to like a lot of other things in life. You could take it to studying, you could take it to like, physical aptitude or what. It's just, I mean, but most guys are either in the yellow or in the red.
Can I counter that? Because one thing you could do is, instead of that guy playing basketball, you could try something else. And one thing I want to see more, I guess, in the BP space, and the only person I hear talking about is Morpheus, or like Pluto. But since I'm fairly normie and I'm around them, they travel a lot. I think if you change your environment, it's a lot better. So like it may sound crazy.
Yeah, I would agree with you. Change your environment. Well, yeah, like I definitely change your environment, but to what degree are you
Brother,
would you change it? You know what I mean?
If you try dating in India, it might go a lot better. I'm gonna put it like that.
Absolutely. If you, I mean, more than likely, and it also depends on your race and all that. I mean, I'm for it, right?
Yeah.
But you got some guys who, and again, it's like the guys I was just talking to. They're like, no, like you can still do well in your area and in your metropolitan area and all this other shit. It's like,
that's a lot.
Right. It's like people don't like. I literally had a guy tell me, and I fuck with this guy. This guy literally told me, because I asked him, like, okay, since you know the solution, since you're trying to like, give me this unsolicited advice and because of where I live or whatever, give me the step-by-step on how a guy like me with my cards can get to whatever, like can like get a woman, like let's just say in this case, right? And this motherfucker said, the first step, get Bumble. I'm like, yo. Like, that's literally what he said to me. So, so it's kind of like, I think that people need to be aware, because I'm like, yo, like I literally I literally had Bumble, got professional pictures. I am of a certain height, but because of, of my face and like other kind of stuff or whatever, like I literally didn't get no matches. I ended up deleting the motherfucker. But it's just kind of like, guys like to take experiences. Oh, well, I did well on Bumble and I'm not tall like you, or I'm not this, or I'm not that. I'm like, yo, like bro, everybody has a different fucking hand, bro.
Can I ask you a question, then, Jay? Because you might, can you like because with certain people, if they don't have the issue, they can't see where you're coming from. Like I was telling Mystery yesterday, the way that I came into this is my friend was having troubles, but I was able to look into it as a good friend and say, all right, let me see what this is. But if they aren't like that, then they won't hear you. So then it's kind of like a pointless conversation because they're like, well, just do what I did. Well, that doesn't work for me. Oh, well, I don't know what to say, right? So then it's kind of just like pointless.
Wait, so what was the question?
The question is how often. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't ask it. My question is how often do you talk about this with just people that don't deal with the issue and bring it up?
Not too often. I mean, on this other app, it's like they are usually talking about dating and stuff like that. I mean, maybe it's so it's a pretty hot topic. I mean, I think it's a hot topic in general. So not too like often, really. I mean, there was a time where it was a lot more often because the app was like new and popular. But I don't talk about this stuff really all that often. It just it just kind of falls into it because what happens is what ends up happening is that I express my opinion. My opinion is pretty base, and then it starts to revolve around my based ass opinion because it's kind of infallible, and I'm pretty confident in my viewpoints. And then what ends up happening is I start to talk about the average man. Like, no, the average man is not out here fucking slaying. The average man is not getting pussy like that. And then niggas go, I don't know about you, but you must be talking about yourself. And then the conversation starts to go into me and my own personal shit. Where it's like, no, I'm not talking about me specifically. I mean, yes, you know what I'm saying? You might say, I've struggled, blah, 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 but that's the average guy. The average guy is going through these things. And especially when it comes to black men, I'm not sure what race you are, but a lot of black men are in a lot of delusion when it comes to the sexual marketplace. They're very solipsistic. Why are you worrying about other guys? It's like, yo, like these women got a lot of dudes in their phone. It's kind of like you'll start to talk about this shit with these guys, and these guys will say shit like, I don't be worried about that stuff. See, that's your problem. It's like it's very difficult to have these type of conversations with these people.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it as I am a black man, and as one, from the ghetto.
Listen, they don't call it the black pill for nothing.
You funny as shit. Yeah, there are a lot of black men.
You don't think it's weird that all these prominent guys in this space are usually black? You don't think that's peculiar?
I do think it's interesting. Yeah, them and Asian dudes, 100%.
I think it depends. It's because of the host. He attracts a specific type of audience.
I don't know, because Mystery is pretty neutral, and most people don't even know Mystery is black.
No,
so
what
people can relate to him.
People can't tell by the voice at all. Like I have to be honest about it. They can't. They're like, what?
But I'm saying like a black guy would relate more with him. I'll say.
No, listen. The black pill. The funny thing is that the black pill gets associated with white guys. Like the black pill and a lot of people who start to really become to these spaces I think they tend to be either black or ethnic. It's like this weird thing, and there's this whole proposition or whatever that black men are out here slaying, when no, if you're black, you're actually a lot less likely to be out here quote unquote slaying because you have a different metric in which you're graded upon. I was out at this bar that I'm working at, and I'm looking at this guy who's with a very attractive woman, this white guy. I look down, this motherfucker had the dirtiest fucking Air Force side I've ever seen. You think a nigga can get away with them fucking dirty Air Forces and pull the same bitch? I think not. And that's just one metric.
I think it's based off area though, because I was in the area, Muggs was wearing Skechers and it was fine. If you're in a black area though, you know what time it is. It's looks over everything, what your clothes look like, all this other shit. But I'm in an area to where Muggs have Prada, and Prada's expensive as shit. So you show up with a Gucci belt or some shit, it's not even impressive. They got shit from France or wherever. So.
What's up, Vital? I know you've been muting yourself and unmuting yourself for a while now. Go ahead and hop in, man.
Well, I originally came on because they were talking about the people claiming that inkwells don't have social skills or whatever, and I wanted to make the comment that, when people talk about social skills in that way, they're defining social skills as an outcome. Like you don't know how to make people laugh, or you don't know how to make people feel good, or you don't know how to whatever, but they're not telling you what you're doing wrong because they can't think of anything you're doing wrong. They just assume you're doing something wrong because you're getting a bad outcome. So
I don't believe in a lot of that shit, honestly. Whenever they come in, I hear that a lot from people. Oh, he's weird or awkward. I swear that shit doesn't exist. I really feel like it's just area, because what would you even talk about with the average person if your interests don't align? You know what I mean?
yeah, it's just
what do you mean?
So what I mean is, again, or I don't know if you were, or no, I think you were here for that, Jay. I was saying I hang out with normies and they travel around, and they were in Japan. And one thing he was saying is different is anime and VTubers and stuff isn't nerdy there. So he can go over there and talk about it with them. But here in America, your average American doesn't know what that is. So
No,
here he's
it's not
awkward.
even nerdy out. It's not like it used to be out here anymore, because it's more popular, especially with the death of the Goku creator. So I don't even I think anime is kind of part of the mainstream. Where the gaslighting came in was when in the black community was when black women were trying to say, "Oh, we like this shit too back in the day. We was into this shit too," and black men going, "No, y'all actively didn't like guys who like that stuff, but now when Megan Thee Stallion likes it and now Michael B. Jordan talks about it, now it's cool." Back in 2007, 2010, even 2012, it's like Black Panther. You think hoes and black women love Black Panther before the fucking movie came out? No.
I hear you, Jay, but I don't know how true that is. So, for example,
How is
I
that
don't
not?
know if
What was what I said that wasn't true?
I think most of it is true up until the point where you say they do like anime, because if you try to talk about it with them, well, let's say I say, man, gushing over magical girls was great. I hope we get a season 2. They don't know what the fuck that is. And when they find it,
Yeah. I'm
you
okay.
know,
I'm gonna agree that if you're talking about like the fringes of shit, but I'm saying that anime, I would say, just as a baseline, but the fucking road is so rocky. Anime is more popular to talk about openly now. It is more mainstream in America than it has been in the past. I will say, can we agree on that?
yes. But I still think if you try to talk about it with certain people, because they're only in so deep, you can't really make a connection. It can be a starter, but you gotta keep it light, and you can't really get that deep connection like you could out.
But you can say that about any type of thing. You can say that about sports. You can say that about movies. You can say that about any, like, so there's a surface level that you can talk about stuff with, and then there's, like, we can talk about fucking James Bond, but as soon as we start talking about the original and the fucking radio show and the books and shit, now you're going too deep. With women, you can have relatively shallow conversations about anything with a woman, as long as you're that fucking Chad to them, then you're pretty much good to go.
Right, but I would be curious on what, and I guess this is for the panel when Mystery asks this sometimes. I know in the past he asks, what are you with her for? Because I'm always thinking about marriage, and I am married currently to a Thai woman. I'm curious about what you're in it for. Because for me and her, I was there for marriage, and when I talk to my man, I'm there for marriage. And he's also there for marriage as an Asian guy. But if you're that's why I say surface level works. But as we start to get deeper into things, and that was just an example with anime. What about politics, lifestyle,
But
that
why do
sort
you
of
need to get? But are you talking about with women? Like, why do you need to get into these deep conversations about like? I don't really look for. I used to be that guy where I'm like, I want to be able to have deep conversations with these, but most women aren't really that capable of having these deep conversations,
thing?
and so it's kind of like,
What kind of wife would she make then? So that's
no,
all I'm curious about. What do
but
you?
what is the purpose of you making her your wife?
I mean, the same purpose it's always been, right? You get your wife, you have your children.
No. But I'm saying, like, you saying the same. But I'm saying, for you, what is your purpose? So for me, the purpose of me having a wife, if I were to have a wife, will be to help rear my kids, and to be a good partner for me and for us, for the family, for my career, and things to go in the upward trajectory, financially, spiritually, and blah blah, like that, like, you know what I'm saying, like, that's kind of
Basic shit.
like, I'm not, I don't she doesn't need to like the same fucking movies and fucking anime. She doesn't need to, as long as you kind of adhere, for the most part, to, like, to just common fucking sense. I don't even care if you're fucking like, I mean, I guess I do care if you're pro-life, I guess. That is a kind of a thing, because I think that if you're pro-choice, you're probably not a good person. But I just like, how deep do we really need to go with these group of people that don't really require deepness to be with them?
Not super deep, but more so I was saying for a lot of these guys, they'll be considered awkward and they'll come in, they may start up a conversation, but the recipient they're not picking up on any of it, right? So he can come in, hey, my name is such and such, but then going beyond that, it feels like a lot of topics you may bring up with them, they may not be susceptible to it, at least in America, as opposed to elsewhere.
Some of this is due to the fact that at least back in the back in the day, right? There was more of a monoculture, and the fact that men and women generally, TV was new, so everybody watched the same things, and everything was kind of like more once again it was a monoculture in a way. Everything was kind of the same, and so when Elvis came out, everybody knew who Elvis was. Men and women, they live in almost, I'm not saying they live in two different complete worlds, but there is a bifurcation in that men, and this is just true kind of naturally, men have different interests in women as do women do, and this has always been true. But once, like I said earlier, I feel like if you have a general sort of understanding of mainstream culture, you can generally kind of talk to anybody, even most women, because once again, that's women tend to follow trends anyway. So if you know what the trend is of the day, or what the trends have been in the past, you can generally kind of know Game of Thrones type shit. I don't even know, like that's like an old show now, but any major show going on, what's the big movie that came out, what's the whatever that came out. These are just all like very surface level things you can just talk to people about.
But why is it? But my whole thing is that it's not important. Like Chad has already disproven how important a lot of that stuff is. Like, women don't, and this is some red pill shit, but women don't truly have like a solid belief system. They don't really have any, like they're just kind of, and as somebody said in the chat, they're just really about the trend. Most women don't even know what, like, most women are fucking pro-choice, but don't even know fucking really why that they're pro-choice. They're just pro-choice because they're supposed to be, and that goes with like a lot of shit. Most women
that's true.
Most women have opinions on Trump, have opinions on climate change, have opinions on racism, have opinions on all this shit. And if you really just talk to them, and you can see from these podcasts, if you just ask just a few basic questions of why they believe it, they don't really truly have like an actual, it doesn't have to be like a logical reason, like they just don't really have it. Like they're just kind of parroting shit.
Yeah, no, honestly, if the woman likes you enough, she'll just, hate to say it, but hold frame, quote unquote, they'll kind of enter your frame. If that makes any sense, right?
Yeah,
if it's your chat, she'll enter your frame and kind of adopt some of what you already do. So if you like anime, she might watch it with you.
Dude,
if you whatever you like bowling or whatever you want to call it, they'll bowl with you, or they'll do whatever they want to do.
Right. So it's like all this, and I get, like, my whole thing is that I can understand, having these deep discussions and shit, but women, the majority of the time, the guys who women are having these deep discussions with, more times than not, are not the guys that they're fucking. The guys that they're fucking, they're not having these deep conversations with them. That's why they're having deep conversations with you. Not anybody here, but like the proverb, the other you.
I know what you mean. I was just getting at the point, because you say they're awkward. I see a lot of men say, hey, I walked up to talk about this thing and she shot me down, said it was lame or wasn't. There was no connection. And that's what I was getting at. I don't think a lot of these men are awkward. I think they're talking to these women and there's no connection.
Yeah, right. And I said this before to my friend. I'm like, yo, you guys start talking about connection. In order for there to be a connection, you have to have two things that are willing to connect. If I have a plug to my fucking Xbox, but the socket won't allow me to plug in the Xbox, how the fuck am I going to say, well, the Xbox there must be something wrong with the Xbox, it won't connect. But look at the thing I'm trying to connect it to. I can't plug it in, or it's fucking jammed, it's broken.
Oh, I see what you're saying. And you're saying,
effectively, if the man doesn't pass the threshold, it's irrelevant.
It doesn't, right. It's just
what he likes and what she likes. It's kind of like that one guy who was we covered on SNC, that white guy. He was, by the way, I don't think he was gay. I think he said he was gonna say he was gay. So I think I misunderstood him when he said that. But he basically said he saw some girl with a shirt on that had his band on there, some shit, and it obviously didn't go very well because he's on fucking TikTok talking about it. So yeah.
I think it's just a weird thing to say that that men, the ones, and look, if you've been around even just dudes who generally speaking aren't good with women, and you're just around them, and you're around them when they're playing video games or when they're like at the bar, like just drinking, do these people, when they're just talking amongst themselves, are these people actually truly socially awkward? Are these people usually not like kind of funny, or like usually if you're around dudes in their normal environment, even when they're interacting with like the waiter, or like, they're usually pretty just normal. They're not like this thing of judging men that they're awkward simply based on how another whole entity reacts to them is fucking bullshit.
Yeah, I would agree that's pretty sick, honestly. Yeah, when you think about it, like, okay, like, maybe there are some men who are maybe objectively awkward, but it's like, okay, but depending on who we're talking about, like, once again, it's irrelevant because it doesn't, in their case, it's not considered awkward because of who they are or rather what they are, right? So
yeah. So it's like, to me, it's just not even like really a thing, because we never talk about, like, Batman Beyond. I said in the chat, in the chat, it's like, yeah, we never talk about how socially awkward women are, and how in their world it literally doesn't prevent them from doing anything. A woman being socially awkward, quote unquote, doesn't prevent her from doing shit. And women will literally go out of their way to be socially awkward. They'll go out of their way to stay at home, to order out, not go outside, be a homebody, go to work, come back home, put the headphones in, look away, act weird. You say, hey, how you doing? And just look right. Like, they literally go out of their way to be antisocial people. Out of their way completely.
Yeah, they can be brick walls. Yeah.
I gotta end the stream, dude, guys. It's been 2 hours, so you guys want to do any last?
I'm gonna go back and watch the stream, man. I appreciate you having me.
All right, man. See you. Tread cut. Last words.
Have a good week.
See you later, dude.
Yeah, same. Have a good week.
What's up?
Yeah, I said same. Have a good week.
All right, man. See you. Oh yeah. I wanted to cover my my gym story today. I was at the gym earlier today. I'm not sure how to take this. I probably know. I don't know. Either way, I was at the gym earlier today, and I was doing my weights. Got my weights done. Went to go do cardio, and I always pick the same machine because I'm like, fuck it, I pick the same machine because it's ever used. And I was like, just fucking, doing my fucking elliptical bullshit, doing that shit. I noticed there's this girl in front of me who's like, I don't know. Once again, it's like, do you take it or not, right? So it's like she's I noticed that she had a long shirt on, so you can't see it. You can't see her ass at all. So it was like whatever. But then I noticed that she pulls it up so that now you can see her ass, right? So it's like, okay. So I'm sitting there working out, and I noticed that she keeps looking back. And you gotta remember, I'm all the way in the back of the gym because I'm in the cardio section. So the weights are right in front of me. So I'm doing in the back. She keeps looking back, and I'm like, whatever. So I'm looking, and I look at her, and I'm like, okay, it's a nice ass, and I look away, and I'm still working out, and then not only that, but she also she and there was nobody else really in the section that makes any sense. So like I don't know, but she ends up taking off her shirt, like her overshirt, and she just had a sports bra on, and like she continues to keep looking back, and I'm like, oh god, I'm like, am I gonna have to do this? Am I gonna have to fucking approach? Nah, she's trying to set you up. I don't know, man. I didn't see a camera. I don't know what to do. I know what to do. We'll see what happens. She wants to see if she can reject you. Oh, dude, just look at me, bro. I don't know. I just figured I would share the story. I was like, dang. I'm like, don't want to do this. It was some white chick too. Some white chick. 911 on your ass. Someone said spooky. She keeps looking back, and I'm like, ooh. I'm like, okay. And she's pretty attractive. I'm like, all right. Stella testing her. It wasn't a white chick, so yeah. She wants attention. Approach, brother. Big Jim Candid video. Someone said hit it. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna see what happens. I'm going back to the gym Friday, like I normally do on my typical workout days. So I'm gonna see what. If she's there again, maybe I'll do something. But all right, guys. This has been Mystery School. Please like, share, subscribe. Leave a comment if you liked the video, maybe you hated the video. And never forget, she has a pretty good face, pretty decent face. I would say she's above average for me. I like her face. I was like, shit. Because I noticed her earlier in the gym. Because I was doing, what was I doing earlier? I was doing my, what's it called? Crunches, the machine. And she walked by. And then once again, then I'm doing cardio because normally I do crunches and I'll do cardio. And the weird part of that, she didn't even do that many weights. She was just there, like she barely lifted anything. It was weird. She did like 2 sets of it of whatever, and then she just kind of like, and then as I left, she left, and I was like, what the fuck? I was like, okay, all right, dude. It was weird. So, all right, guys. Once again, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment if you like the video, maybe you hate the video. Never forget, you guys, win fucking gold. See you guys on the next SNC episode 70 of season 2 of SNC. 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Enjoy the rest of your week. Cheers and peace out.